All right, guys, we are here. We're getting ready to set up for the WCRE, which is pretty exciting. We're in the new venue here, which is a really, really nice looking venue. Got Nelson over there. He's starting to unwrap the plant racks. This is the first WCRE that's going to feature both animals as well as plants, which is pretty exciting, which we've been doing at the Toronto shows this past year, and they've been doing very well for us. So yeah, we're going to set up a camera to show how the setup goes, and then we're going to show you around and go from there. All right, so that pretty much is it for the setup for us. Not too much more to do besides put out the animals tomorrow. And then we're going to be, we're gonna keep them in the styrofoam boxes overnight just to keep them at a good temperature. We do have to make sure the power is working to our area. We're kind of waiting on that just to make sure that the plant lights are gonna be working on the racks that we brought. And then besides that, we just really have some finishing touches. We're gonna help out some of the other vendors finish up, and then kind of plan what we're going to try and do tomorrow for filming, as well as chatting with vendors and hopefully seeing some cool animals and plants. And then I also managed to find my way up here so I can give you guys kind of the aerial view of the place. As you can see here, everyone kind of getting set up. It's getting filled up pretty quick. There will be some vendors that are going to be setting up tomorrow, just some of the smaller booths. And then outside of that, we're pretty much ready to go. You guys can get an idea of the new venue here, which is really, really nice and clean. And then I think we found out that it's a little bigger than we thought, which will be good because as the show grows, especially from the plant side, it'll give us some room for that. And as we've seen with the Toronto shows, once the plant side got introduced after the first show, it snowballed pretty quickly. All right, so it is day one of the WCRE. We just finished setup now, and we got all the animals out. The lighting is working for the plants. The booth is looking good. I'm gonna head over to the booth now, show you guys kind of what we got going on, and then maybe head over to some of the other vendors, check out some of the tables, some of the plant guys, and see what's available today and see what we can show you guys. So yeah, let's head over there now. All right, so here is the booth setup. It's looking pretty good. It's a nice setup. And then we'll go start at the plants here, just show you guys a little bit of what we brought. Some anthuriums, some different alocasias, jacquelines. These are really, really nice. Lots of live moss, got a bunch of that. A little bit of the carnivores, some butterworts, Venus flytraps, nepenthes, lots of snake plants, lots of your just common terrarium plants here. The night blooming jasmine, really strong smelling flower, easy to grow in the terrariums as well. A bunch of Hoyas, some more Sansevieria here, all the air plants of course. And then we got pretty much a full rack of bromeliads, as well as some bilbergia, some ferns up there, some more calatheas and creeping ficus, peperomias, and we got all the cacti and succulents, a couple different string plants. These are neat. These are the pickle plants, and then we got these mushroom kits which we've been growing at the store lately. These are all for human consumption. You know, black oysters, white, the blues, pinks, chestnuts, and some lion's manes. That one looks like it got dirty. We'll switch that one out. There we go. And no one will know. Go through, show some of the animals. A couple of these we gotta wipe, but Barren Andeans, keelbacks. Some of the different skinks. We got blue tongues, we got eastern crosses. There's the Kenyan zebra skinks. This cool guy here. Cascade iguanas, small wooden owls, lots of cool captive bred stuff. Pancake tortoise, marginateds, tons of redfoots.
What of those need to go in here?
Got some of the chewies. And getting into some of the snakes here. These are some of the subadults. Some nice scaleless, sand boas, really nice reverse stripe. And we have a few day geckos here. We have pairs of crimsons, got the Madagascars. There's the Clemeri here, which I don't know if any of them are out and about right now. Should maybe get a shot of them later. Couple really nice leopards, including some of the different species as well. Some of the barking geckos, knobtails. These are the captive bred Australian frills, some chameleons, and then of course all the frogs, the Pac-Mans and stuff like that. This guy's being funny.
I don't have the list.
Climbing around upside down.
Just because I saw them now, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh,
But yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of everything that's going on. We got him. All right, guys, we're here with Ethan from Felix, and he's going to talk about a little bit about the Felix controllers.
So yeah, this is the Felix Smart Controller. We call it Kai, and basically this will automate any ecosystem that you hook it up to. So we have 6 different kits, and they come with all the probes and sensors you need to monitor that specific ecosystem and automate it.
Awesome.
So for the terrarium kit here, I'll take you over. We've got this probe right here, which measures ground moisture, ground temperature, and electrical conductivity. And then we've got this one right up here that measures air temperature and humidity. And basically, I can take these readings, view them in the application, and then I can automate my devices that I plug into the box based on this. So I can say, when humidity drops below 70%, turn on my misting until it goes to 80%. Or when temperature drops below 20 degrees, turn on my heater until it hits a certain point.
And now, does any of this have like a history, like if you were to have like a heat spike or a humidity spike?
Totally, and if your animals aren't doing so well, you can actually go back into your history and view the full graphs. We just set this one up, so there's not much data to show. Only 3 values, but yeah, we keep a full track of
Awesome.
all the parameters. And I'll just show you one
Yep.
more super cool thing. So I'll jump over.
Oh, yeah, the camera.
Yeah, we have a camera, and we actually just did a big camera update. So we added vertical support as well. So now
Nice.
you can turn your camera the other way, have a different perspective to it. But I'll show you just one from our office.
And these
here.
ones can handle multiple cameras, right?
They can. You can
Yep.
have unlimited cameras plugged in. But this is our saltwater aquarium from the office right now, live view. We're measuring pH in there, ORP, SG, we got temperature. And yeah, maybe we'll get the treat of a fish, but we're keeping an eel in there right now. We're
Nice.
keeping a shark. Yeah, all sorts of tangs,
Awesome.
lionfish.
So you guys have systems now for freshwater, saltwater, and reptiles now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
6 different kits. Basically, they're all coming with the exact same controller, but what you can measure with those kits differs.
Yeah.
But they work with absolutely any device.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly before, you can buy the base unit and always add on to it, because the base unit is always the same, right?
Well, and like I say terrarium kit, right? Not
Yeah.
everyone's going to have exactly the same stuff in their terrarium. There's
Yeah.
lots of paludarium
Yep.
keepers out there who want to measure pH in their water, pH in their ground, or something
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, you can just get whatever probes you actually need for your kit.
Awesome. So if people want to get some information about this, what's the best way to do it?
Oh, the best place to go is www.felixsmart.com.
Awesome. And yeah, hopefully in the future, we'll be maybe getting some of these in our stores. So, all right. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, we are here with Kyla and Justin from Tropical Life Supply. They're going to tell us a little bit about the table here and some of the plants they work with. So what do you guys focus on mainly?
We focus on our Hoyas mainly.
Okay, all these guys basically this way.
700 species. There's so many types of Hoyas.
And are these plants that would do good in people's like reptile terrariums as well?
For the most part, yes.
High
They
humidity.
Also do well in household
Okay, perfect.
conditions as well. Some are good as a succulent type. And
Yep.
Everything like that. So there's variety for everybody. Color,
Awesome.
shapes.
And then some of these other stuff here, what do we have kind of going on here?
Oddities. So we have our canaris plants. We got our things, our
Butterwort.
butterworts. We got our sundews.
These are the giganteums? Or-
Gigantia, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're really good for your fungus gnats and fruit flies. These ones are really good for fruit
Yeah,
flies
these
and
are
fungus
the sundews
gnats.
here. And yeah, they
There you
basically
go.
have the little hairs on them, right? And they just,
Yeah, they got little fingers, so
Yeah.
they'll actually curl around it and trap your prey.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And then over here we have some of the aeroids and stuff.
We have more like, some of these are more for house.
Yep.
Or terrarium. These are for lots of terrarium plants. There's a few for house, but mostly terrarium. These guys are
Begonias.
not like in the community, the Latin community.
And then for people that want to purchase from you or get information about your plants, what's the best way to do that?
We have our website, tropicallifesupply.com.
There.
And to keep up to date with everything, we do online auctions on our
And do you guys ship as well?
We ship all the way across Canada.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a good show. All right, guys, we're here with Rylan from Gas City Exotics, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what he works with, and we're going to talk about the snake in the sand here.
Hey, so we're based out of Medicine Hat, Alberta, very small town, southern Alberta. We work with mostly corn snakes, king snakes, rat snakes, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
It's the colubrids, and you do a little bit of the dry goods?
Yeah, we definitely really like the bioactive products for all the bioactive enclosures. We also do a lot of isopods.
Awesome.
That's kind of one of our things.
And then what do we got going on here?
This is a white-sided Florida king snake. We'll have some of these breeding in a couple of years here. He's still just a little bit small at this point.
And this is a recessive gene.
Yes, it is. Yeah, recessive. The female we have from that's white-sided exanthic. So we'll be able. This one's also het exanthic. So we'll be able to produce some more white-sided exanthics in the future.
How big are the parents of these guys?
I want to say they're probably about 5.5, 6 feet.
Yeah,
I
a good
bought them
size
as
king.
babies,
Yeah.
right?
Awesome.
So, yeah, they're growing up super fast. Like, I've only had them for a year, so.
Doesn't take long.
No. Once they start feeding really good and they hit that kind of hopper mouse stage, they really shoot up in size fast.
And for anyone who wants to take a look at your snakes or ask you any questions, what's the best way to contact you?
We are on Facebook and Instagram at just Gas City Exotics, or we have our website, gascityexotics.com.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, guys, we're here with Steve from Got Reptiles. We talk a little bit about his shop, and we're going to show off a few animals.
Hey guys, we got a retail store here in Calgary, Alberta. We do full line, all the dry goods, animals, that sort of thing. We breed a lot of our own stuff. For example, this is one of our baby Argentine boas.
Awesome. And then you were just talking to me about the parents of these.
Yeah, so mom is, she's about 14 years old, she's about 10 feet long, and is really black and white. Dad is about 9 years old, about 7 feet long, and he's like a real chocolatey brown color. So there's a bit of polymorphism in the color of the babies. Sometimes they're black, sometimes they're brown.
And you were getting some pretty monster litters, right? You had a huge litter last time.
Yeah, last year we had 48.
Yeah, crazy.
So three years we've bred them, and she's had 99 babies altogether.
Nice. And then you guys, you do some other stuff too. You do some of the oddities and stuff too.
Yeah, we do some oddities in the store, kind of human skulls, bones,
Yep.
animal skulls, wet specimens,
Awesome.
uranium glass.
And you guys ship right
We ship
now?
stuff, we ship animals, we ship dry goods.
Perfect.
Oddity stuff, yeah.
And what's the best way to kind of get in contact with you? People want
We
to
got a
find you?
website, gartreptiles.ca, Facebook page, Gart Reptiles Canada, same thing for Instagram, and email info@gartreptiles.ca.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a good rest of the show.
You too.
All right, guys. We are day 2 for the WCRE. I'm going to show the booth now because all of a sudden it's changed. We decided to buy out a vendor across from us, so we bought all their orchids. We had to completely rearrange our booth now, so I'll kind of show you guys what we had to do here. So before we had all the racking over on the other side there, now we got it across from us where the other vendor was. And then animals are still the same. We got all these orchids now, which we'll be bringing back with us, or hopefully selling.
I still like it.
Tons and tons of orchids, which will be good because we'll be ready and loaded to go for the WCRE with all the plant varieties. So sold lots of stuff yesterday. We're gonna offer some deals today, I think, on some of the plants. Try to clear the rest of these out. So yeah, that's the new booth right now. We'll see how it works out. And I didn't get to film a lot of the vendors yesterday. So today I'm gonna go around and do most of that since we have a little extra help at the booth. And we'll go from there. All right, guys, we're here with Cody, Red Deer Reptiles, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what he works with, and we'll go from there. So, what kind of animals are you breeding at the shop now?
So I do a lot of the more obscure stuff, like a lot of Indonesian pythons.
Doing some, probably one of the only people working with some of the monitors right now up in Canada, anyway.
Yeah, a lot of Indonesian monitors too. I do some of the dwarf monitors, Kimberly Rock monitors, Ackies. I do a lot of the different mangrove types, like quince monitors, mangroves, peach throats, all of those guys.
You still have the torch monitors as well?
Got torch, tricolors, blue tails.
Got it all.
Spinulosis, tree monitors, yeah.
And then for snakes, you do some cool stuff too, right? You do the olives.
I do all the, like olives, maclots, popwins, waters, savus.
A lot of the big ones.
White lips, green trees, yeah.
And you've had success with the white lips too, right?
The white lips are pretty much the only ones that I haven't.
Or you haven't yet?
I've got blacks and golds, which I'm hoping this year. I just had some popwins, which is kind of exciting.
Oh, that's nice. And then you do the Dominicans as well?
Yeah, Dominican red mountain boas, Bahama boas, rainbow boas.
And then, so let's talk a little bit about this guy here. So what do we have going on here?
So this is another Indonesian monitor. This is a quince monitor. They also call it a yellow monitor. This is a captive bred baby that I produced.
And this is your third time producing.
This is, I think, the fourth clutch
Fourth?
that I've hatched, and then I've got 3 more clutches in the incubator.
And they don't have big clutches, right?
They do. The one pair lays 3 eggs,
Yeah.
and the other pair lays 5 to 6 eggs, and then they lay every 3 months.
And then what kind of size are we looking at for these guys?
So males, you're looking at 4.5 to 5 feet, whereas females are 3 foot. The females are pretty small.
Nice. And what kind of enclosures do you keep them in?
Pretty much most of the adult ones are 8 foot by 4 foot by 7 foot tall.
Yeah, nice and common.
And
Because
then
these guys would be like semi-arboreal, right?
Yeah, so they swim, they burrow, they climb.
Nice.
So I've got like big water basins in there, lots of substrate.
And you do a bit of fish as well, right?
Yeah, I breed stingrays.
Nice.
And then I have arowanas and stuff.
Do a lot of the monsters, yeah.
Stingrays are pretty much the only thing I ever really sell.
What kind of stingrays do you have?
Bit of everything, like
Yeah.
some black diamond. I got a big group of albino pearls.
Oh, nice,
A
yeah.
lot of marble stuff.
Sweet.
And I do a lot of hybrids, to be honest.
Yeah, that's cool. There are some wicked stingray hybrids, so.
Oh, crazy patterns. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna pull out one of the snakes and we'll show you guys that. All right, so now we are gonna talk a little bit about this guy here.
So this is a baby Dominican red mountain boa. These guys are born kind of like a rusty color, and then as they grow, they develop either more red or more orange.
Yeah, they're really, really beautiful.
Whereas the parents, the dad is more orange and the mother is like pretty deep red.
And I don't know too much about these, so what are you looking at for size on these?
They're kind of similar to like a Brazilian rainbow boa,
Yeah.
but they can get longer. Like, so on average, anywhere from 6 to 8 feet for a female,
Yeah.
and then about as big around as one of those little Red Bull cans.
Yeah.
You know?
And you have these pretty locked down now for breeding. You've produced them a few times.
They seem to be pretty good. This was the first litter I produced. I have another litter due like this week.
Yeah.
But like every spring, the females just start building follicles. The Bahama boas are the exact same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you
Yeah.
had the Bahama boas too.
Yeah,
Those are
you
sweet.
throw them in, and they're good. They're cool when they breed. The entire male will wrap around the female's tail, like his whole body.
Oh.
Not just the tail.
That's neat.
So it's like almost like an anaconda breeding ball.
Yeah. That's neat. Awesome.
But they're cool. They start out as lizard feeders typically.
Okay.
And then convert to rodents.
And are you? What's the process? You scenting or?
I started kind of force feeding them bits of mouse tail.
Okay.
And then I did pinky heads. And then after,
I did mouse tail with some tiny like runt hog nose, and that did do the trick
it
as well.
works
Yeah.
good, man. And
yeah.
then the hairs are like barbed, so
Yeah.
it stays down. But once they start eating, like these guys are smashing hopper mice.
Oh, they eat hoppers of this size even.
Yeah. They're kind of like a rainbow too. They don't like it that warm, like 80 degrees.
I'm here at the Canadian Mouseman booth. Found something else cool I wanted to show you. So these are the Santa Cruz garters. Ty brought these in from Europe. These aren't ones of the snakes that he produces here, but these are super cool species. They get about 3 feet long, and they do maintain this. Actually, they'll get even better than this. More intense coloration as they get bigger. And again, garters are great for those who want, a nice active species that you actually see out during the day cruising around. You'll see them basking. And this guy's actually really, really calm for a garter snake. Like sometimes the babies are quite flighty and then they tame down as they're adults, but this guy's pretty good. So if you don't know, Canadian Mouseman breeds all sorts of reptiles, bearded dragons, colubrids, rat snakes, corn snakes, you name it, pretty much works with it. So great variety of animals right here in Alberta, Medicine Hat more specifically, but he does ship across Canada. Got another company as well here, which I'll show you off real quick, and that's his beard supply company, which is Black Vulture. Great quality products. We actually have some of them at Tails and Scales. We don't have them on the website yet, but we'll make sure to get them on there soon, but they are available for purchase in store. And yeah, and I'm gonna see if I can find anything else. Do you guys remember when I said we bought the booth across from us here? All these orchids? Look at this guy. What you doing? Buying all those plants. Not all of them, but most of them. And then guess what? We're gonna go over here and we're gonna be buying all those plants. Yeah, so I hope you guys are ready to buy a lot of plants because the next few shows are gonna be packed. We just bought, I don't know, maybe 600 plants, so it's gonna be interesting. All right, let's see what else we can find. We're here with Steve, Prairie Exotics. He's going to tell us a little bit what he does, and we're going to talk about this guy here.
So our main focus is educational outreach. So we do birthday parties, schools, daycares, go to the malls, fairs, all that kind of fun stuff. This is Monster. He's a Gila monster, the Gila region in southern United States and Mexico. So he is mildly venomous. Got big venomous teeth back here. Their jaws are on the bottom. That's where the venom glands are. So being from Manitoba and in a municipality that has no restrictions, we're able to keep all these different animals. We've got Monster here. We've got Popcorn, the big albino Burmese python.
Table there.
Snapping turtle. We've got an alligator, home, all the fun stuff. So because they're illegal here in Alberta, they asked us to bring out some cool stuff that normal people won't get to see. And yeah, we got them vet checked, got a permit, and brought them in.
Awesome. All right. Thanks a lot. Here at the Prairie Exotic booth still. We're just checking out some more of the animals. Here we have a false water cobra. So this is one that we can't have back at our store in Toronto. They are against the bylaws. These are a rear-fanged, venomous, large-bodied colubrid, but they are pretty peaceful, and they do actually hood just like a real cobra, but you don't often see it when they're this tame. It's usually when the younger, more flighty ones. We do have a baby here that we're going to show you as well, so I'll get Kenzie here to kind of show that off.
This is one of Vanessa's babies.
So how many eggs did you get from her?
So we didn't actually get eggs from her personally.
Oh, okay.
She was surrendered by somebody, so it was her and her partner, and then 8 of their babies. So we have 8 of them. I actually just rehomed one earlier this morning, so now we have 7 left.
Awesome.
But they're super cute, and they're all feeding really, really well. Some of them are a little bit defensive, and I'll get their hoods, but most of them are just super relaxed. I don't actually have to hold them, which is really awesome for being a baby.
Awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna see what else I can find here and see what else we can get some videos up. I can't even move my arms now.
Hey guys, how's it going? As Jonathan said, my name's Dustin. I work with boa constrictors, corn snakes, ball pythons. I got a few blood pythons, a little bit of a mixed bag, but work with snakes in general.
Awesome.
Have a good time with them.
Perfect. And then we're gonna check out this guy or girl right here.
This is a female Sunglow Jungle Roswell laddertail boa.
And no, so let's talk a little bit about the genetics. So the Roswell laddertail, that's probably one that not a lot of people would be familiar with.
Right, so there is a super form of it. It's called the Roswell. Generally, the Roswell will have an actual solid stripe halfway down all the way to the tip of the tail. This girl's obviously a jungle Sunglow, so I was really hoping to produce some Sunglow Roswells or super Roswell laddertail, because it'd be cool to have a yellow snake with bright orange stripe halfway down.
Oh yeah.
All the way down. I think it'd be wicked. So
awesome.
So yeah, if you'd like, I can show you the albino version as well, straight instead of just Sunglow.
Yeah, we can take a quick look at that.
Yeah, sure. And that's the albino version of a Roswell. So it would be cool to have that nice faded peach color, super stripe there all the way down. Yeah, so.
Awesome. And then for people that want to purchase from you or just get information when you get in contact with you, what's the best way to do it?
Yeah, the best way for me is probably via social media on Facebook, Sinful Serpents, or you can go on Instagram at Sinful Serpents. And my name's Dustin Noble, so
awesome.
I'm glad to answer any questions.
Awesome. I appreciate you showing me all the animals.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys, so we're here with Kyle from Mountain Reptiles, and we're going to talk about a little bit about the animals he works with, and we're going to show off one of the snakes here.
How's it going, guys? We're Mountain Reptile. We breed a bunch of random colubrids. We do lots of beauties, Pitaya mucosas,
Nice.
bunch of different things. These are my favorite.
Taiwans.
Taiwan beauty snakes.
So what's kind of the quick rundown on these guys for care?
These guys, they like a little bit more humid, a little more chill, not 90-degree hot spots, about 85 they prefer.
A good sized snake, good sized colubrid.
Yeah, and these guys, they get quite large. She'll be probably about 10 feet long. Their mother's about 10 feet.
Nice.
So this is not a beginner snake, but they're very wonderful.
When you're getting clutches, like how many eggs are you getting?
So last year she got 12, I believe, and
Nice.
then this year she laid 17. 14 came to term. So
And this,
quite large clutches.
how many times have you bred her?
This would be her second.
Yeah, so usually you get bigger and bigger clutches.
Yeah.
And for people that want to find out about your animals and stuff like that, what's the best way to contact you?
Best way is email or on Instagram, Mountain Reptile.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, thanks a lot, and I hope you have a good show.
Good on, thanks, you too.
Hi, my name's Kristen. I'm from Sweet Life Flora, and we are here representing Tropicals from Ecuador. So we have a whole wide variety of plants for any type of terrarium, or if you're just a plant collector. We have terrarium plants down at the end, Monstera and Philodendron, and these guys are $10 off each plant right now.
Awesome.
And the rest are all anthuriums. But we have seedlings and also some really cool hybrids.
So if anyone wants to get a hold of you and ask you any questions, what's the best way to do that?
Instagram at Sweet Life Flora.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a good show.
Yeah, you too.
All right, guys, so we're getting ready to wrap up here soon. I think we got about an hour left. It's starting to die down. Honestly, it's been a great day, especially for a Sunday. Usually you expect it to be a little slower, but it was almost just as busy as a Saturday. And then, yeah, we might see what else we see today, see if I catch anything else I want to film, and I'll show you guys that. But that's it for now. Just kind of want to do a little update quickly and tell you guys where the show was at. All right, so that pretty much concludes the show. I hope you guys enjoyed everything you saw, and if you enjoyed these types of videos kind of showcasing the shows, we're definitely looking to do a lot more of them as we travel throughout each province and kind of end basically every show we can, including all of the Toronto shows obviously as well, and we're hoping to get some footage maybe at some US shows in the future, which would be pretty cool. Very tired right now, so we're pretty much done, packed up, gonna head home and or head to Greg's house rather, and kind of relax for a little bit. And then hopefully tomorrow we will have time to go by Pisces, which is the largest pet store in North America, and they got pretty much everything you can imagine, and we'll tour around there and maybe shoot some video and take some photos while we're there. And yeah, aside from that, again, make sure to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. If you really enjoy this, it will really help grow the channel quickly, because we have a lot of cool stuff planned for this. That's not just going to be exclusive to Tails and Scales content, as well as showcasing other vendors, all that kind of stuff. So again, thanks for watching.